welcome to my resistance training workout home edition. The items I have around me today are common household items that can be found in pretty much any household. No gym equipment is required to perform any of these exercises, and you can get a good workout in as well. Some of these exercises I actually did perform during COVID in quarantine when we were not allowed to go to the gym, etc., and find a good place to work out with good gym equipment. So you kind of had to make do with what you had at home. And as you can see around me, I have a chair, standard chair, and a backpack of mine with it's a not much filled water jug with Gatorade. And those are going to be some of the items that we use today in this demonstration of resistance exercises. The exercises that we will perform will consist of 3 sets each exercise, 10 reps. This is a standard ACSM guideline to abide by when you're doing resistance training. And then the exercises that will be performed will consist of chest, shoulder, tricep, and a little bit of leg work. As you see, I'm going to put the jug in my backpack for extra weight. You can fill up a gallon jug. You can put books in there, whatever you like. I'll do a book and a gallon just to kind of show you, what you can all do with this. There's a book. Books are obviously heavier than 1 gallon jug. You can put 5 textbooks in a backpack, maybe 6. That's what I had to do back when I was in high school, unfortunately, because we did all those textbooks for class. Anyway, I digress. So for this first exercise that I will talk through and demonstrate, it's going to be a backpack squat. And it's as simple as it sounds. What you want to do is you want to load your backpack up, as I just did. And now that I've loaded my backpack up, like so, ready to go to class, go to school. Anyway, so this is a backpack squat. And for the backpack squat, what you're going to want to do, you can place your hands inside here on the backpack, okay? You can keep them out in front. You can do it like a prison cell squat and put your hands over your head. Totally up to you, it does not matter. Backpack is on me, and all I'm gonna do, okay, a little bit of wider base, all right? Because the weight's not on top of your back, it's directly in the middle of your back, unlike a barbell squat. So my stance is a little bit wider than normal. Not too much wider, I would say it's about 3-4 inches outside shoulder width. And I'm gonna do a prayer squat, hands in front on my chest. And I'm just gonna simply go down and come up. I'm very stiff and sore, so that was probably a horrible example. But you just wanna go down, okay, low, try to keep that chest up. And when you're doing these squats, slow on the way down and then slow on the way up to really work the contraction because there's not a lot of weight. So just repping out the squats, you're not going to get the work that you would normally get if you had heavier weights and whatnot because we're limited with this at-home workout. So therefore, take it slow on the way down, slow on the way up to really work and maximize the movement that you're doing with this backpack squat. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to roll right in, keep the backpack on, okay? So you've just done your 3 sets of 10 on the backpack squat, okay? Take 30 seconds, maybe less in between each set. Okay, and we're going to roll right into now what I'm calling a backpack push-up. So you keep the backpack on, you got the same weight. I'm going to crawl down here. Now I'm in a push-up position, I got the backpack on. And we're just going to knock out some push-ups. I like to used to go for 100 when I was doing this, as many as I could, maybe more. But again, 3 sets of 10 is a good safe range to stay in for a beginner here. So just kind of demonstrate the backpack push-up. And with the backpack push-up, you can take load out, you can add load, it does not matter. Same thing with the squat, just kind of find a good weight that you can get a good sweat going when you're doing this resistance training with the backpack, with the books, gallon jug, whatever you prefer, whatever gets you a good sweat going when you're doing these exercises. So those are the 2 I had for the on the shoulder backpack exercises. Now we're going to take it off the shoulders, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the the straps, okay? So you see right now I'm grabbing the straps. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the straps as so. And this is how they, you know, when you hold them in your hands like this, kind of like you got fists, you wanna turn them as so, with the thumbs pronating out, okay? And when they pronate out like this, now we're in, as you might recognize, a good curling position. So now we're gonna do backpack curls. You got the same weight, maybe you have less weight, maybe you don't. Maybe it's just a book in here, maybe it's just a gallon jug, whatever. Maybe you got a whole library in your backpack, it does not matter. But what we're doing is we're doing these backpack curls, okay? And we're doing a good contraction at the top, slow on the way down, and we're using the same backpack that we used with the other two exercises. That was another favorite of mine. We had a different backpack. That was an old jank backpack because, you know, we were trying to ego lift, as they would say, and there was many books as we could in there, and the backpack was just ripped to shreds. Seriously, just because the wear and tear, and it was old backpack anyway. But backpack bicep curls, as I call them, is another great it's a good backpack exercise to do. Again, shoot for 3 sets of 10. If you feel like doing more, go ahead, but I do recommend if you're able to knock out 3 sets of 10 pretty easily with any of these exercises. More weight should be added. Again, if it's limited weight, understandable. Maybe increase the rep range, maybe increase the sets, 5 sets of 12, 5 sets of 10. But again, the backpack bicep curl is another one to add into that backpack exercise arsenal. Next, what we're gonna go into, some of our chair variations. Now, chair variations, okay? You wanna find a chair with some not durability, but some stability. And I know that sounds very silly with chair, okay? But you don't want to find one that's gonna rock and move. I mean, this one I'm moving in intentionally, but you don't want to. I should be able to press, and it's not wobbly or anything like that. It's not gonna rock or move with ease of force. You want to find something that's kind of sturdy. Okay, don't get your crappy chair that you got in the attic for 15 years that's falling apart. This is a good wooden chair right here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is simple chair push-ups. I'm grabbing the edge of the seat here, okay? Got a wide grip, not really a wide grip, it's kind of a narrow chair. This is right at my shoulder width, okay? Don't hit your head, obviously, into the back here. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a chair push-up. Just like this. My face kind of goes perfectly into the back, coming up, down, and up. Really working more of the triceps, shoulders. You feel a little bit in your biceps, and then naturally it's going to be a contraction in your chest. I like to do burnout sets with these, but ACSM recommends 3 sets of 10 as a good standard starting point. And again, that's what I recommend. And if that's too easy, you could add the backpack while you do the chair push-ups. You could add reps. You could add sets. It's preferably whatever you want to do. After the chair push-ups, I'd like to go into chair dips. The chair dips, what you're going to do is you want to sit, grab your base right here, like so. Got a nice firm grip right here. What you're going to do, extend your legs out, tabletop yourself, kind of crawl and ease out. Now I'm in a good dip position. I can go down and try to lock that elbow out at the top. Down, up. And as it gets easier, creep your legs a little bit farther out, and that will put a lot more pressure on the triceps that we're trying to engage here during this exercise. The final movement that we have, again, not involving a chair this time. We'll go back to the backpack. We'll do what I call the leg finisher. You can throw the backpack on, okay? And we're gonna lunge. But this time we're not lunging for sets and reps, we're gonna lunge for time. And this is a little bit unorthodox. Don't think the ACSM recommends 5 minutes of lunging. But to really get those legs going, since we're limited on weight and what we can do with weight, lunge for time. Try to see as much time as you can lunge without stopping. And when you have to stop, take a 30-second to a minute break, and then try to finish and knock out that 5-minute increment period while you're doing those lunges. As you see, I got the backpack back on my back, and when it comes to doing these lunges here, it's very easy. Got some weight on it. I can feel the weight on my back a little bit, carrying it over into the shoulder strap, and we're just gonna lunge. We're just gonna lunge back and forth. And then you can do the leg finisher with the backpack on. You don't have to use the backpack, obviously. Standard static lunging, just holding it and doing it with no resistance, that's a good one too. Just hold the lunge position as long as you can, as long as you want, or just lunge dynamically without any backpack weight on you. Could be just as beneficial as well. It's totally up to you. I like to do the backpack lunges just because there's more resistance to it, obviously. But again, you're still gonna get the same amount of work if you were to lunge without the backpack. It's still gonna burn and it's still gonna tax the legs. So thank you for watching this video. This is my resistance at home training video with household items. And thank you for watching. And let me know if you enjoyed that leg finisher, because I did.